Hip-hop started from the slums of the Bronx, New York. I fell in love with break beats, the techniques, b-boying, MCing, crushing whoever was in front of you. It was groovy. You knew how it was. It's true, it's hip-hop. It's only one source to get it. It's I Do It for Hip-Hop podcast. Subscribe Google Play, iTunes, and DJ Bugsy 215 SoundCloud. It's all about the hip-hop. Keep it hip-hop. What up? It's your boy DJ Bugsy. Welcome back to Do It for Hip Hop podcast. This is episode 82. When I tell y'all I've been talking to this brother for some time behind the scenes, and I'm glad he's here in the studio with me. I want to welcome to the show my man, Trendsetta Shady. What up, bro?
Chilling, man. Thanks for having me, for sure.
Yeah,
it's definitely a pleasure to be here. It's a nice setup.
I appreciate that,
I ain't gonna lie. You're definitely doing for hip-hop.
Most definitely. Now, he is the CEO of the underrated music group. He's been around when it comes to hip-hop. Man, we had a real crazy debate about hip-hop behind the scenes, but I'm going to bring it into the camera. So I want to start off with a few debates. I want to start off with, what is your top 5 hip-hop Philly crews or groups of all time?
Top 5?
Top 5. Groups and crews and movements. Shit. So that's you can consider that state property, the roots.
Yeah, you have to go top 5 Philly movements of all time. Without being biased, you're going to have to go state property, major figures, dream chasers.
Okay.
OBH.
Okay.
And,
let me see if you got the same thing I got.
Let me think of another group.
The Roots?
Oh, definitely the Roots.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they gonna walk home with that one.
Yeah, right.
Tripping. I was thinking outside of them though.
Yeah.
I was thinking more mainstream gangster hip hop. They
right.
more they in the they in their own genres like neo soul hip hop. They got their own thing going on.
Yeah. So I had the Roots, SP, the Chasers, Major Figures, and OBH, but I also had Takedown Records in there too because Takedown did a lot for hip hop.
Yeah,
hip-hop.
It did.
So.
It did. It gave us Bugsy.
Exactly.
It gave us the movie.
You're right. That was a crazy DVD
era. That was a crazy DVD era, and they definitely was ahead of their time.
Absolutely.
They definitely was ahead of their time. Yeah, Free Ace Capone.
Yeah, most definitely.
And Tim also.
Yeah. All right, so the next one is top 5 Philly mixtapes of all time.
Boom. I'm going to be biased because I was locked up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so for pretty much the whole mixtape era past, I want to say the best of Cosmic Kevs.
Yeah, number 1, I got Beans.
Yeah, bro, I was locked up for everything else after that.
All right, so
I missed the whole.
You missed the whole kind of like mixtape.
Yeah, I missed that. I missed all the Hattie catalog.
Right.
I missed Meek catalog.
Yeah.
Quilly's as well.
Okay.
I missed that whole.
Missed a lot of shit.
Hell yeah, I didn't even know it was that serious.
It was serious, bro, when it was going on. But I got number 1, Beanie Sigel, DJ Khaled Kev, Major Figures Volume 1.
Okay.
Number 3, McNeil Dream Chasers 2. I think that's my favorite Dream Chasers mixtape. Number 4, I got Beanie Sigel, Public Enemy, number 1 with Green Lantern. And number 5, I got McNeil Flamers. Number 3, Gangsta Girls Edition. I feel like that's the best one. I just feel like that's when Meek really was going into the next level.
Okay, that's when he was transitioning.
Yeah, and he got the braids straight backs, and Rose came out, and
I gotta tune into that. See, from time to time, I do get to go backwards.
Okay, and check out some shit.
Yeah, I do. From time, like Lil Bro was just putting me on some stuff. We driving down the highway, and he's like, "Who you listen to?" And I'm like, "Nobody."
Right.
He like, "No." I'm like, "Bro, I don't listen to anyone, not rappers." And he like, I listen to like Brent Fayez.
Okay.
I'm like stuff like that. Like I'm somewhere else. That's why when you put Snow Up, Leg Rub, I seen it and I listened to her.
You identify with it.
Yeah, I listen to her from time to time. So it's like her, what's the chick from Alabama name? Chica.
Chica, yeah.
I listen to Chica. You
right.
feel what I'm saying? So I'm somewhere.
You be on a different zone.
I'm listening to Toby and Wagway and Weeway.
Okay.
I listen to Toby. It's just other people that I listen to.
Okay.
They doing real dope shit.
Right.
Excuse my language. But yeah.
No, you
You
cuss.
good? All right, good.
This is you can do your thing. So all right, so now I want to get into your story a little bit. So I know you from 15th and York, heart of North Philly.
Yeah, yep.
And you grew up in the trenches.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I grew up. I ain't gonna lie, man. My neighborhood was definitely my backyard. My whole neighborhood, like.
Okay.
I was one of them kids that's from one block, but literally I'm all over the neighborhood.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You liable to pull past wherever seeing me and my homies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Growing up. But yeah, I'm from 15th and York though. And I grew up also on Cumberland Street, Colorado and Cumberland, 17th and Cumberland.
Okay.
I grew up there too.
Okay.
And West Philly.
And West Philly.
Yeah, 49th and Styles.
Okay, so the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still the bottom. It's that gray area.
It's like
the other side of the cemetery.
In between.
Yeah, like, cause you're gonna have dudes from Hoop Streets that gonna be like, and then, but it's the other side of the cemetery.
Now, tell me when you met the streets and when things got crazy for you, the first thing, and you did your first stint in jail.
Well, it's not, and I know this might sound crazy. I always knew the streets because of the elements that existed in the households that I grew up in.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm from Sittingham Street.
Okay.
That's between York and Dauphin. My mom lived in between Dauphin and Susquehanna. I grew up in both blocks. Those are 2 blocks back to back. One side is my dad's family, the other side is my mom's family. And as long as I remember, the streets existed right up the street. So going to my dad's house, you already knew what was going on up there.
Right.
Not so much as at my mom's house, but you already knew what was going on up the street. A whole lot of drugs, a whole lot of trapping going on.
Yeah.
Trapping and gambling.
Right.
And you knew that's the house I grew up in.
Yeah.
Like one of them, everybody know the house on Peaches.
Okay.
So it was a lot going on there. A lot of hustlers through there.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first introduction with the streets. It's just like not ever being unfamiliar with them.
From the rip.
From the rip.
And when did you first do your jail stint? Like, what happened and what?
Okay. So, me and my cousin, he got life now, but we caught our first case together, and I want to say I was like 11 or 12, and we seen some kids riding bikes on Broad Street. We hawked them down on our bikes. They had better bikes than us. Jumped off the bikes. We took the bikes. And when we took the bikes, we had chains.
Damn.
And that's what really got
You whipped them with chains?
No, we ain't whipped them with chains. We pulled out chains, but
right.
in the grand scheme of things, that was an armed robbery.
That shit crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So from the rip.
Right. You had it.
Yeah, that's
at a young age.
Adult crime, you do adult time. So
right.
They figure like these are stuff that they designated those things as things that adults do.
Okay.
So once they designate that, once they highlight that, boom, and then classify you like that, you getting certified, meaning you're ready to go face adult time consequences.
Okay. That's crazy.
So that was my first stint with the law. Then I came home. And
I
went
up Glen Mills?
No, when I first went in, I went to the center.
Okay.
Like everybody else. I went to St. Gabe's CBDS, and then from St. Gabe's CBDS, I was able to come home.
Right.
But then I was right back. And then from there, I went to back to the center, charged as adult again for new crimes.
Right.
So I got charged with new crimes. Then I got charged for robberies. So excuse me, Lord, I got the sweater on.
Yeah.
But I got charged. I got charged for robberies.
Right.
And that set me down. That set me down for 3 years. So now we from like 13 to 16. And
do you think that particular time changed you or made you like, yo, I gotta get my shit together?
All of it was changing me. All of it was changing me.
For the better or the worse?
For whatever.
Right.
For like I can't tell you if it was for the better or for the worse, but I don't know where I would be at in life if I didn't learn how to confront life the way I learned how to confront it, which was in prison.
Okay.
So like the people who I gravitated towards in prison, they were older. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
More mature. They were definitely, I would say, like father figures. And one of them in particular, from Germantown, old head, his name is Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, everybody know him as Quill.
Okay.
But his name is Kevin Johnson. Everybody know him as Quill. He single-handedly made sure over the years he never fell out of contact with me. No matter where I was at, whether we was in the same jail together, whether I was on the streets, whether I was doing good, whether I was doing bad, whether I was getting back to him as much as he was getting to me, or vice versa, whatever the case may be, he made sure that he always left a line of communication open between us. And through that line of communication, he was able to help me become a better person. So, I don't know.
To this day, you still in contact with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just sent him some money yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and like when the whole world was, you know, I wouldn't say the whole world, but when it felt like the whole world was like turning their back on me, I had real people, real individual friends that would hit me up and keep me motivated and keep me going. So yeah, I don't know, and he was one of them, one of the major ones.
Okay.
But I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for
him.
Yeah, or jail.
Right. That or jail. Him or jail.
Yeah, because I don't know where else I would have got the structure from. Would have been the military, because it definitely wasn't going to be at home.
Right.
It wasn't going to be at home.
Facts.
You know, so. Yeah.
So, and getting back to what you said, piggybacking off what you said about the world being against you, I feel like you and Quilly is probably the most hated Philly rappers of all time.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah, me and Quill definitely, for two different reasons, but I agree.
Do you identify with him?
With Quill?
Yeah, like even with some of the stuff he say, and even him getting flashy during the times when people thinking he's the worst nigga, he not representing Philly like he should, he coming at meek. But at the whole time, you identify, because I remember you saying that, identify with Quilly.
Yeah, my thing is, excuse me, got the pimp rag. You know what I mean? Big fella gotta make sure I stay dry. But
right.
My whole thing with Quilly is, yeah, I identify with him a lot.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do. There's a lot of things I feel as though he underrated.
Right.
I feel as though, like myself, he took a lot of wrong turns.
Okay.
I do see past the, you know, the whole image, the exterior that we as rappers got to put on a lot of times. And I do see a person that's always trying to make a situation pop. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah, I always see that with him. He always coming back. As soon as they think they put Quilly out the door, Quilly slid back in.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's what I respect about him the most.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When it comes to this music shit.
Yeah.
He not just gonna stop. Do I agree with everything he got going on? No. He probably don't agree with everything I got going on. But right. I do relate to him in certain ways, and it's more so that underdog spirit, that never quit spirit.
Right.
Because you know if you get him started, he'll keep going.
Right. He'll be on live
he
and
gonna
just
carry it.
Yeah. Top carrier, as you always say.
He gonna carry it.
Now, it's been a lot of videos that surfaced around media trying to defame your character, from Leak Malls to, you know, King Gart. Like, can you speak upon that? What do you think it is that everybody wants to have a story about you, but not the right story from your perspective? I
want to say this, and I want to really break it down with no ups, no downs, just straight talk, right? For people that don't realize what a slander campaign is, they've never really they've never really experienced life, because we've seen slander campaigns go on with people, right?
Right.
People that were standing up for change, people that were change, people that were advocates of change and things like that.
Right.
We seen them get slandered, right?
Absolutely.
So now you going with the Leak Moss and them situation. When I say their situation, because that wasn't my situation.
And
right?
a lot of people think it is. A lot of people think that you snitched them out. And
so for all this time, they were allowing people to say, I'm the one who got Ab locked up.
Right.
When the court documents is clearly out.
Right.
Fuck the speculation talk over. The court documents is clearly out.
Right.
Everything that they used and wanted to use against him, I guess, was all public record. Witnesses, testimony, anything they had
right.
that was something against him, you feel me?
Yeah.
It came out. Even as he was on trial, people were still slandering my name, saying, you know, damn, Shady, they saying you down there at that building testifying the whole time. I'm home.
Right.
I don't got nothing. I mean, I'm not even in that state.
Right.
I don't even have nothing to do with none of that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But dude's not going to get up and clear my name. They let the damage seep in.
Mm-hmm.
So after all of that, it was just quiet. Nobody wasn't saying nothing.
Right.
I wasn't saying nothing because that's not what I'm focused on.
Right.
They wasn't saying nothing because they had nothing.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Some way, somehow, they clicked up with someone who gave them some bad information that they was fiending for so much that they ran with it without verifying it correctly.
Okay.
See, if you go talk to all of my enemies,
Mm-hmm.
they all gonna say a bunch of things, and I'm pretty sure none of them gonna be the right thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Go talk to people that I've disagreed with and I'm still cool with, so they can give you a balance.
Right.
They can give you some truth.
Yeah.
So when I seen what Marston was doing, as far as with the paperwork, my thing was,
Right.
well, that's the best thing they could have ever did for me, because number one, put the paperwork up.
Right.
The paperwork will clear me,
Right.
not me hooping and hollering.
Yeah.
Whatever paperwork you saying you got,
Right.
it's gonna clear me because it's not me. So put the paperwork up. I'm not running from that.
Right.
I'm not ducking that. I'm not hiding from that. I never told on nobody. I never will.
Right.
Whatever paperwork you got, put it up.
Right.
So they put it up, snatch it down, put it up, snatch it down. Now they just don't talk about it no more. They do it in secret.
Right.
They pull up on people and they had backyard conversations about me. Bro, I don't need no help. If I'm a rat, expose me as a rat.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't ducking and hiding. I'm just not in reach of the suckers. You know what I mean? I live
Yeah.
my life different.
Right.
You see me, I'm only too deep. And that's only because I needed somebody to drive me down here.
Right.
Other than that, I would have pulled up by myself. That's just me.
Right.
I ain't with all that. I
Yeah.
lost when I got around 1 million dudes. I got lost. I lost myself.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my finances. I lost my positions. I lost a lot. I ain't gained nothing but insight. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was a lot. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I could really touch on with that situation is
Because
it's just not me.
right.
It's just not me.
So how did you meet AR Ab, and what do you feel, what role you played in OBH? Because it just seemed like you was just behind the scenes. You wasn't really was you in and out? Was you?
No, I ain't know them. Listen, I knew Leak.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say since I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, that age range.
Sandbox, basically.
Right, but Leak migrated to my neighborhood because that's where his father was also at.
Okay.
But Ab's not from my neighborhood. I didn't meet Ab until like, I'm 34. Right? I didn't meet Ab until I was like 30. Yeah, until I was like 30.
So 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Technically,
I just like, and if that, but
right.
yeah, I just met
But
him.
was you a member? Like, do you feel like you was part of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
right.
I definitely, and I wasn't like,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody, listen, how you think people felt? They was there for all them years from the beginning.
Right.
But then when I came in, it was like, they put me right on the forefront.
Mm.
That's because
So
they
it was
benefited
people was
too.
envying you because of that?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you understand?
Right,
I
yeah.
probably wouldn't because I don't got no hater. I probably just go do my own thing. If I seen you, if we build something from the ground up and I seen you bring somebody in that ain't come from the ground up with us and put him at the top, I'm going to go ahead and I'm definitely going to go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody play their own positions.
Right.
You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
do what they do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely was, I can't lie and say, no, I wasn't a part.
Yeah, you was part of it.
Yeah, I definitely was part of But when I was there, it wasn't that. That's another thing I always said. When I was there, it wasn't all this stuff to get us indicted.
Right.
We was trying to figure out how to crush the Texas, how to crush South by Southwest,
Right.
how to capitalize off of the merchandise,
Yeah.
how to capitalize off of mixtapes, what to do with this, what to do with that. We was trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
We was never, we wasn't sitting back trying to figure out, not while I was there.
Okay.
Before me and after me, that's another thing. But when I was there, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It wasn't a bunch of people that would, now, granted, we did get into some situations and you know, those situations pushed us this way or pushed us that way, but it was never like, man, this is an organization. Man, that wasn't a thought.
Right.
That wasn't even a thought.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think that whatever did them in, it came from them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I remember I did an interview to try to counteract an interview that Ab did. He did this interview, and in the interview, he talked about how he ran an army of men and how I had hundreds of thousands of dollars. So he said, he mentioned me by name.
He said you had hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
That he put you on.
No, he was just saying, and he still listened to me. At that point, I was done. It was like, yo,
Right.
he just told the world I got money. Nobody knows I have anything.
Yeah.
They don't know I have anything.
Right.
I'm done with that.
Right.
They have no clue I'm done.
Yeah.
And so, like, we was done. Like, it was a lot of situations like that. Him coming out with raps. Shady got the bricks, you know, that I copped too. Stuff like that that was going over people's heads.
That they wasn't peeping.
That they wasn't peeping, but that the people could probably peep, though.
Yeah.
I'm never going to go on there and say, yeah, I caught 2 bricks from Bugsy.
No.
No, bro.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Right, exactly.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Especially if this possibly what's going on.
Right.
Right.
So a lot of times in this generation, people basically be snitching on themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they want to point at everybody else when they go down.
Right.
You pretty much told on yourself about everything.
Yeah.
All they had to do is you laid all their cases out.
Right.
All they had to do was find, what's that, corroborating evidence or corroborating testimony.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
You painted the picture for them.
Right.
The biggest picture, like the most gruesome, grisly picture you could paint.
Right.
You painted it.
Right.
That's the energy that you projected.
Right.
So then when the responsibilities of...
And we talked about energies too.
Yeah, when the responsibilities come back for you to deal with that energy that you put out, you looking at everybody crazy, and everybody is looking at everybody crazy. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like, look, bro, I was only, I was a mere milestone
Okay.
in the OBH story.
Right.
Way more to come before me.
And way more to come after.
Way more after me. I was just a milestone, bro. I was probably one of their biggest challenges, though.
Because ain't nobody else, everybody else was yes man.
Yeah, pretty much. And still like that to this day. Dude's a yes man, bro. I can't be around yes men, and I can't be a yes man. I'm sorry.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't all bad over there. It wasn't like death row over that joint. It was just
Right, like Suge Knight. And
yeah, nah, it wasn't all bad over there, man. I just think that when the drugs came into play,
right.
when the money came into play, and when differences of opinions came into play, we was just forced to realize we really wasn't for each other.
Right.
Because it became more drugs, like like the syrup, pills,
Right.
stuff. Not for me, I wasn't using.
Yeah.
You feel? I was smoking weed, but
Right.
even with me,
Yeah.
the weed was doing something to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm burning through like an ounce a day. I'm talking about I'm gassed up.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like the weed was altering my decisions, my emotional state. You feel me? I know it was, because I don't usually do nothing, bro. I don't drink. I don't do nothing.
Right.
So I know the marijuana was messing with me.
What I want to know is, how does your faith in being a Muslim go into all that? Because
I mean, I'm in a constant
Muslim
state. I'm in a constant state as a Muslim, dealing with life the way I'm dealing with life, bro. I'm in a constant state of regret.
Right.
Everything that I do just to make it right here on this earth, man, because of what I believe in, I'm in a constant state of regret.
Okay.
And sometimes, you know, what wins? What wins?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes that what you believe in wins, you know, and then sometimes your desires win. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm always at a constant state. I'm always in like a constant state of regret or what's that? Being ashamed, like,
Yeah.
because you
You
you're
ain't supposed to be doing this
Right.
because you trying to go to paradise.
right. So it's no cutting the corner with this issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no cutting the corner. It's just like
Right.
it's no cutting the corner. It's not trying to make the sugar. You can't turn shit to sugar. You
Nope.
feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it is what it is. So I'm always in that constant state of
Regret.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, I remember this distinctively. In 2002, it was an N1 game, and a lot of people of this generation might not know your brother LA, but I knew about him. I knew of him. I didn't never meet him, but I know he was amongst the hip hop circles because of
Right.
Young Chris. So tell me about that time when you got that call, and what was your first thoughts, and just take me back to that day because it was a trauma time. Like it was like damn,
All right, so
I couldn't believe
I actually got called the next day.
the next day.
All right, because I was locked up.
Right.
All that stuff going on. I still to this day really don't know what happened.
You
As
got
soon as-
stories from people, but you
Yeah.
don't really know the truth.
No, nobody came to me. Nobody who has come to me who was there at. Nobody has come to me with
Young
the truth.
Chris, nobody,
No.
Neef, nobody.
No. They can't never say we had this conversation.
Wow.
We've never had this conversation, and people don't understand where my gripe is at. What a lot was going on between me and C or me and Neef.
Yeah.
They couldn't understand where and me and the whole state property. I felt like that's just me. As
Right.
a kid, I grow older. I see different things a little differently, but I just felt like my brother died for nothing.
Right.
If I feel like he died for his friends, and if his friends would have carried him right,
He
in
would have
his
been
death.
alive.
No, I feel like his dying was for something.
Okay.
If they honored him,
Right.
if they didn't honor him, he died for nothing.
Right.
I don't have no problems with Chris. I don't have any problems with Neef.
Okay.
I just won't ever do. We just won't never do each other ever again.
Because of that situation.
No, just because over the years I gave him. I left the room I left the door open and the room open for it always to be some type of real relationship. But every time something went wrong in a relationship, they tried to blame me. Shady's tripping, Shady's going crazy, Shady's this, Shady's that. And they kind of like beat me to the punch. And that's the popularity shit. They'll be planting seeds of dissension behind my back and I don't even know. You feel me? So by
Yeah.
the time I go to voice my valid opinion,
Right.
it's already being dismissed because they already spreaded all these words about me being crazy.
So
and
did you go
irrational.
off on Young Chris? Because was it a time where there a time where you had to have a conversation and went off and told the truth about what really happened or how you felt as a brother?
Yeah, it's been a lot of times I went off in private. They was the first. See, they don't like the social media stuff, but mind you, think back all the way to when they dropped Tough Love. They was the first ones that brought our personal problems to records. They put it on the record.
They did?
Yeah, they told them, I'm Peaches, that's where you can reach us. And that whole verse right there where they try to say, I love you like a brother, so I try to take your brother and he be on some other shit. He talking about me. So they was the first ones to publicize.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so they was the first ones to publicize how they felt about
crazy.
me or gave the world a glimpse of how I may have felt. Like
Right.
the conversation between me and Chris was private. How about I kill your big brother so you could see how I feel?
Right.
That was me pleading with him to understand. Like, damn, dog, understand
Yeah.
how I feel. But as
Did
you
you
get
ever
older,
put anything on wax yourself about how you felt?
I have a couple times. Like,
Okay.
they call it a diss, but it's really not a diss. It's me clarifying things. You know, I got a song called 4 p.m. in Nice Town. That's when I talk about how I feel with Chris and Neef. I don't know, bro. I just feel like my brother died for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
And
like
you
that.
know what's crazy? I always felt like, well, damn, why hasn't Chris and you done a song together just to...
We did do 2 songs. We did
Oh,
actually,
you did?
4 songs together. We actually got 4 songs together. 2.
But was it anything the memory of your brother?
It actually one of my biggest songs to date, Running. Chris was supposed to be on there. That's why on the hook I say first they took my nigga Neil, then they took my brother from me, then they took my nigga Jigga. I feel like I'm running from it. Fell in love with cardio. I feel like I think I'm a runner summer. They deserve to hear it. This is what they wanted from us. It was supposed to be Chris on that song too.
Okay, but he
never pulled through, and I ended up finishing the song. Yeah, he never.
When the last
pulled
time
through.
you talked to him? Chris.
Whenever D Jones had his Life as Day just recently.
Okay.
LP was down there on the block where he put me and Chris on the FaceTime together. But that was about it.
And you battled LP?
Yeah, I did battle LP, yeah.
In front of Jigga?
Yeah, it was all of them was in there. A lot of people was in that trailer.
And who won the battle?
I would hope I did. I don't remember though, but I blanked out because.
You did?
Yeah, I blanked out because all I knew was in my head. I'm a kid. I'm like 16.
Right.
All I knew is don't run out of raps.
Right.
And the last thing I remember, like from that whole thing, was somebody grabbed me, was like, "That's it, shorty. That's it, shorty. You good?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I remember LP gripping me and grabbing me and showing me love. So I ain't even. It wasn't even about who won. The question you should ask me is, did I survive?
Did you survive?
Yeah, hell yeah, I survived that drink.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because I ain't know. I just knew this nigga just came in here and called out some Greek guys.
And what did Jigga say about it? Who was Jigga? Did Jigga have
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. Because he didn't, even though he was Jay-Z at the time still, I was a little kid. And I really didn't understand
the totality of the moment.
Yeah, I understand that.
Right.
Siegel was there.
Okay.
I don't know if they remember this or not, but they always there. It was eating. It was on like a set break.
Okay.
Even though What We Do Is Wrong video. And it was like a break.
Right.
And yeah, so that was dope. Freeway was there.
Okay.
Everybody was there, bro. Everybody.
It made me think about when this Nas and Jada and all of them. On Hot 97 when everybody was in the building.
Oh, yeah.
And then they went up to battle Cassidy.
Right.
Freeway went to battle Cassidy that same night.
Right.
Yeah,
they was burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
They was burnt out. I know a lot. Know a lot of history.
Right.
Bro.
I know.
But it's like I just chill.
He said I don't put it out there too much. I just keep it on chill.
Yeah, because I was around for a lot of stuff. And people even forget you was around because they be so focused on they role in the part. Like, Lil Bro was just telling me some shit. He was telling me like, yo, bro, do you remember when we went up here and we stayed here for 3 days? I'm like, bro, I was in the Matrix. He was like, but then we came back this way and we stopped at this store and we went and blew a bag in this. I said, I do remember that. He said, that was where we was coming from. We stayed up there for 3 days.
Right.
So I be blacking out on certain stuff, man.
Yeah.
I do. Blacks out.
Damn.
Yeah, I blacks out.
Now, recently, shout out to Johnny with the Mac. You battled Joey Jihad on Instagram.
Was that a battle?
I mean, y'all was going back and forth song for song, but I just
want to Joey Jihad.
I just want to know what you thought about that battle, and also your trend setting. What trends do you feel like you set, but you don't get credit for?
All right, so I'm gonna get with the Joey. Want me to get with the Joey Jihad one first? Those two different.
Yeah.
All right, so as far as like with Joey Jihad, and I'm not being like political or diplomatic or none of that. I'm just being honest. Me and Joey sat back one day and he said, "Bro, I want to share my platform with you. I want the people to understand how hot you is.
Okay.
And this is how we gonna do it. We're gonna set it up like we going back and forth.
Okay.
And we're gonna build it up. But while they listening to my shit, they gonna have to listen to your shit.
Right.
That's it. That's how it went with me and Hattie. So we piped it up like that, and they got to hear me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's so Hattie ain't lose, I ain't lose.
Right. It was for the culture.
Yeah. This was single-handedly engineered by Hattie.
Okay.
Just him wanting to look out for me. I love that guy, bro.
That's what's up.
Real shit. That's what it was. It was him sharing his platform.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why dope. It was like, and it wasn't set up for me to win. It wasn't set up for me to win in the sense of beating him. It was set up. The whole thing was set up in the under the guise of for me to win over new fans.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
So,
Now tell me about the trends that you feel like you set in the city but never get credit for it.
I can't really say I set the trends. Let me think about this, man. I never really paid it no mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the whole California wave, I really perfected that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, when everybody was going to ATL and Miami,
you was going to Cali.
I was in Cali killing them. I was giving them different looks. I was the only rapper that was in Cali on vacay permanently, though. The other rapper that lived there from Philly is Santos. But as far as like outside,
Right.
man, I was in Cali, bro.
Yeah.
In Cali. Like everybody was talking shit from a corner in Philly, and I was talking shit from under a palm tree in Cali. Like, you feel me?
It's different.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So it was different. I was in Cali, and I know
Right.
to some people they be like, that ain't shit. Well, it is something
Right.
from a little guy from North Philly. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm out there. I ain't on nobody else's ticket. I ain't waiting for nobody to send me no money. I'm out there doing me. I had cribs, cars, money. I had a whole different life out there.
Right.
So it was like, that's definitely the trend I started. People
Okay.
starting to understand.
Yeah.
That was one of the trends I started. The whole risk-taking thing, I put everybody up to the risk. You know what I mean? Whatever risk they was taking, I put them in that mentality to take that risk with the risk takers.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely put them in that mentality. The Trendsetters was more so, that was the name of my clothing store.
Yeah, tell me about that. But
All right,
you
so-
originated that name?
Yeah, it was like Trendsetters. It was setting the trends for this. It was a clothing store I had in York, Pennsylvania. It was the only other black-owned, operated clothing store.
And people from Philly
Current.
was driving up there?
Yeah, people from all over was driving up.
Okay.
People was all, bro, I ain't even know what I had. I had a gold mine and ain't even dig it.
Damn.
I ain't even dig it. I was paying attention to so much other stuff going on. I did like 60,000 off T-shirts in like 4 months, just T-shirts. Just different kind of T-shirts. I did like 60,000, bro, in sales. Because in my
crazy.
payment gate, you could tally everything up. You could separate and see
Right.
what you selling the most: T-shirts, hats, blue shirts. It was all types of stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah, I was doing numbers in that store.
Okay.
I did numbers.
Yeah.
So the business thing is one of the things I've always pushed for. I wouldn't say I set the trend with that, but they know me. That's one of my trademarks is entrepreneurship.
Right.
You feel me?
And a lot of people that came after you, you felt like they kind of like stole your blueprint? Or they peeped your blueprint and then they went off and did it?
Yeah, I don't think they stole it. I hope they would take from it and go
Okay.
perfect it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. I never hide the game.
Right.
I never hide the game, bro. I give him the game.
Right. And that's it.
Yeah, I give him the game, bro. What you
Okay.
gonna do with it is what you gonna do with it. I give you the game. You know what I mean? Step by step of how was, you know, I'm a student every day. I'm learning stuff day by day. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just learned where we was at today.
True.
Man.
True. Now, what I want to ask you, bro, is do you feel like you the kryptonite for other people's superheroes? Like, you had a situation with Dean from The Chaser. You had a situation with AR Ab. Then you explained not too long ago about Young Chris. And everybody looks up to these people, and they're like they're superheroes. But when you come out, you keep it real, and you kind of like, I won't say expose them, but you try to give the truth about people that look up to these people.
Let me say this about Dean. Yeah.
Yeah, how did that start? Like, what?
I just want to clarify this, and this ain't me copping no pleas and nothing. This is just real. Bro, a lot of stuff that we do when we younger, when we be still, like Dean was on another level.
When you did what you did to him.
Yeah, and I ain't understand that level because I ain't hit that level yet. If I would have hit that level before I hit him, I wouldn't have hit him. I would have hollered at him.
Right.
Because it was for bigger stakes.
Okay.
If I would have knew everything that was going, domino effect that was going to come behind all that, I would have never did that dumbass shit.
So who first hollered at you from The Chasers when you did it? Like, who hit you up?
Nobody hit me up. They started hitting everybody else up. I ain't know none of them for hit me up. This wasn't about the Chasers.
What was this about?
This is about me and Dean. Me and Dean friends. Our friendship ain't start with him and them. Dean used to be over here and with Chris and them too.
Oh.
Right.
So that shit crazy, man. It's so everything is connected.
Yeah, right.
So Dean is from Nicetown.
And from up there, them Johnson Homes, whatever that is. He from up that end too.
So you had an issue with him outside of it, ain't had nothing to do with Meek and them.
Nothing to do with them, bro.
It was a separate incident.
Yeah.
But you don't want to share it.
Nah, because I was wrong though. My perspective on, or I'm gonna give it to you. At the time, the way I felt about Dean, it was compromised from my end and from his end. We was locked up, and I'm sharing all. It's my man though. It's my man. Before we get locked up, any of that. This my man from the street. It's my man.
Okay.
If something pop off, they know I got to pop off with him.
Okay.
They know we got to pop off together. This my man.
Right.
I'm sharing all my personal business with him, my plans, my everything. This my man. We in jail.
Right hand man.
No, I wouldn't say right hand man, but this
left hand.
That's my guy.
It's your guy.
This folks.
Right.
I go down to a jail on writ.
Mm-hmm.
When I go down to the jail on writ, a couple of old heads asking me, where you at? I'm like, I'm up such and such. They're like, go all right.
Mm-hmm.
Homeboy up there watching.
Right.
I said, watching for what? They talking about Dean. I said, watching for what? That's my man. No, Shady, you gotta watch him because he be with old boy and old boy be with. But he was trying to tell me is though watching, bro. He be with Meek and Meek got the ball around Spade. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Got the ball around. I said he be with Meek. He don't even know Meek. That's what I'm saying in my head.
Right to yourself. Okay.
But I don't know nothing about their relationship though. This ain't like I'm saying in my head.
You don't know me.
I don't know him and he don't know him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the whole time they warning me, Shady, listen.
Right.
Niggas can line you right up from the pen. As soon as you come out the pen, you're done.
Right.
Who else can line you up? Your enemies don't know nothing about you, so who know?
Your folks know.
Your friends.
Right.
So I went to him. Hey, what's up, man? Boo, boo, boo. You know anything about
Me?
No. I said, you know anything about Homeboy?
Right.
No, that's my cousin, man.
Mm.
He said, that's my cousin, man.
Right.
I said, all right, so I left it there.
Okay.
I ain't really like the answer because I feel as though.
He was lying.
No, I just feel as though it wasn't. I didn't even think that hard. I'm thinking in my head, why you ain't been telling me that? Why
so this whole time you had it.
Why you ain't tell me Homeboy somewhere in the picture?
Right.
So I left it alone. I just stopped sharing information with him. That was it. Just stopped sharing information with him. He go home. I told him I had more time than when I had.
Okay.
I ain't want a nigga putting me together like that.
Right.
I come home. I get in contact with him.
Yeah.
We cool. We talk. That was it. I bring it up to Chris and Neve that I talked to such and such.
Right.
And they went in on him. No, man, don't fuck with that nigga. He would do. That's what they telling me. At the time, I don't know nothing about this Instagram stuff.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He would do. So they go and they pull up the pictures with him and Homeboy. I said, damn, why this nigga? So I called him. I said, damn, bro, you told me you don't be around this boy. What's up with this?
Right.
He talking about Shady. I'm playing chess, you playing checkers. I said, motherfucker. All right, okay. Who
Right.
are you talking to? What the fuck? You talking this nonsense, man.
Right.
This mobster talk.
Yeah.
Chess and checkers. Like, come on, man.
Right.
So I determined right then and there that when I see him, I'm going to punch on him. That's what I said to myself.
You regret it, though?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I think back on shit now, it's like, dog, I just want to let niggas be. If you want to fuck with niggas that I can't fuck with.
Right, that's on you.
Yeah, go ahead, dog.
Right.
I wish you the best over there.
Right. And
if we ever got to face each other, I'm going to face you like I never stood with you.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Just in this story, like, I'm just at that point in my life where I'm just letting people be, bro.
Yeah.
Like real shit.
Right.
I got a lot of stuff on the plate. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And if I keep focusing on everything else,
shit.
I ain't gonna never break the cycles I gotta break in my own family.
Right.
I'm keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with the situation with Dean, like I said, I regret it so much. It's because social media, that shit did a lot to him.
Right.
In ways that I couldn't imagine. He ain't never really shake back after that.
Nope.
Yeah. He ain't deserve that.
Not at all.
No. Real
and
shit.
then AR Ad was chumping him, and
he wasn't chumping him, and he wasn't chumping him, bro. You gotta figure.
Right.
They trapped him in the store. It was 3 of them.
Right.
How he get out the store, bro? How he get out the store?
Right.
There's 3 of them. What? It was 3 of them, bro.
He said it's 3 of them.
Come on, man. Like, when people be so amped up off of names, they don't even take account of what's really in front of them.
Right.
It's 3 of us. It's one of him. He's in the store. We walking in the store. End the story, bro. Fuck. He died. Like, what?
Oh my God. All right, so tell me, before we go, bro, I want you to tell me about what you got coming up next. But before we go, I do want your thoughts on Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion with the WAP video and all the backlash it got. But when Eazy-E and NWA came out with She Swallow It and degrading women, they court backlash, but I think that Cardi B and Megan, why do you think it's a double standard when a woman give it up versus when a man give it up in hip-hop?
It's not really a double standard. If we heard a man rapping about his genitalia, we would turn it off. We would. If you heard me talking about my stroke
But NWA, that's what they was rapping about, and She Swallow It.
I'm saying that's a different time and a different era.
But it's still the principle, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the principle is always going to be there.
Right.
It's just like if we live in a what you call that, a misogynistic world.
Right.
You look at the WNBA and the NBA.
True.
It still, you know, you have to look at the pay. Look at the
pay difference.
Yeah. Look at the pay differential. It's like that one of the NBA, 10 of the top NBA players, salary NBA
more
players
than the whole
could
WNBA.
probably
Right.
Yeah. Could fund the whole WNBA for 3 seasons, probably. And you get what I'm saying? So
yeah, absolutely.
it's disproportionate. It's gonna be like that. It's
right.
That's just life at this point here.
Do you think they deserve the backlash? Do you feel like they?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean it's a song because you got the choice to not listen to it. Right. I mean, what message? How much of a role model do you want Cardi B and Megan to be to your daughter?
Right.
For them to receive any backlash.
Right.
At what point did you tell your daughter, okay, it's okay to be like her? What did they do before that will set you up for a disappointment now?
Right. They been doing it.
They been popping pussy.
Right.
They been popping ass. They been popping titties.
Right.
They popping it.
That's all they doing. City girls, everybody.
So at what point in their career did you say, okay, daughter, you could be like her, and then when they dropped that song,
right? At
what point, where did the disappointment come from? Because where was the bar set at for them to be disappointed or happy? You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like
definitely.
The song is the song. Whenever Cardi B and Meg the stuff, this Ray be a freaky ass song.
Exactly.
So the song
we already knew
it ain't disappointing at all, bro. It was exactly lived up to what it was supposed to be, a freaky ass song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What you got coming up, bro?
Oh, so for myself.
Yeah. You going?
Nah, I'll break it down. I'll break it down. So right now, currently, I'm working on a mobile detail shop. I'm in the process of that. I just actually bought a cargo van today.
Okay.
So I'm doing that, and that's just to show people,
right.
Or not just to show people. It's what's needed with me, cause I'm a hustler, bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anything I could do, this is something that I could do that I could perfect, and then bring my family members in.
Okay.
My nephews, my nieces, my son, my
Right.
daughters. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is something that I could do, and I
Right.
could bring my folks in. As far as with the music, what I have going on is I'm in the process of dropping Heart of a Lion 2.
Okay.
Thus far, I've dropped Soul of a Legend 1, Soul of a Legend 2, and Heart of a Lion 1.
Okay.
So within the next 30 to 60 days, I'll be dropping Heart of a Lion 2. So it's
Okay.
just, I'm just wrapping everything up for as like with the mastering.
Mastering.
Yeah, I might have to go on a spree with the videos. I'm gonna have to probably shoot like 7 in 7 days.
Okay.
Something like that. That's how I work though.
Yeah.
I work like that. So just to get everything ready for this project, I'm rolling everything out. I'm gonna get it in the jails and everything.
That's dope.
So it's I definitely got a lot going on. I'm bringing the merchandise back. I'm behind closed doors, working on merch and things like that. So everything with me is a process.
Yeah.
And these little 2 years I took off, it was for clarification. Now I see things totally differently, and I ain't letting nobody take me off that.
Right.
You feel me?
You staying focused.
Yeah, I'm staying focused, bro.
Appreciate it. Well, this is your boy DJ Bugsy. This is Do of Hip Hop Podcast. I appreciate my man Trendsetta Shady coming through. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep it hip hop. Make sure you check out Do of Hip Hop Podcast on all streaming platforms. Make sure you follow us at Do of Hip Hop Pod. Follow me, DJ Bugsy 215. Keep it hip hop. Peace.
Niggas dissing, but they missing with these punchlines. I'm on a mission and it's crunch time. Not to mention I'm a young guy. Not Gotti. Not Gotti.